In this video I will guide you through the step-by-step moves, explain the core concepts, and most importantly, how to dominate your opponents with the London system opening. You start by pushing your pawn to d4, and they will play d5. Bishop to f4. Then a random developing move by black. Now we start to work on our pawn pyramid. Once we have created a historically accurate representation of the Great Pyramid of Giza, we can develop our knights, although we can do that during the construction of our pyramid. And lastly, bishop to d3 and our setup is complete. How do you continue playing the game from your position? After you finished your setup, I hear you ask, so I will bestow my wisdom upon you. There are two main ideas. Let's start with idea number 1, jumping your knight to the center. After reaching a position like this, you can move your knight to e5 where it has a lot of control. This means your opponent will want to get rid of it. If they don't, you already have a pretty good position because of your knight's view. If they take, you will take back with the pawn kicking their knight out, which leads to attacking and mating ideas that get worse if your opponent castles short. This move sets you up for a strong kingside attack, which you will see in the example games later on in the video. Idea number 2, trading the bishop on your terms. If your opponent ever plays bishop d6, do not take. Instead slide to g3. This way if they take, they open up your rook, which puts them in a bad situation if they ever castle, but around 45% of people will still take your bishop, so this scenario is good to know. This means your rook and your bishop or queen will have eyes on the h7 square, which can be useful in the long run. There isn't really much else to know, just play a solid mid-leg game and you'll be fine. This is a game between two GMs played in the Eastern Open in 2014, where white plays the London system and it's going well so far. Black plays pawn c5, but that isn't a worry for white's trusty pawn pyramid, so he completes it with c3. Black and white both develop their other knights, and then black plays bishop d6. White had clearly watched this video as he slid back to g3, however black didn't take. Black castles. Bishop d3. Queen e7. Then white uses the other main idea and jumps his knight into the middle of the board on e5. Knight d7, white takes, black takes. Bishop takes d6. Queen takes d6. Pawn takes c5, queen takes c5. And then white sacrifices the bishop. King takes. Queen h5 check. King g8. Knight e4, threatening to bring the knight to the party, and it cannot be taken because black's pawn is pinned to his queen. Queen c4 unpinning himself. Knight g5. Rook d8. Queen f7 check. King h8. Queen h5 check. King g8. Rook d5. Pawn e5. Queen f7 check. King h8. Pawn e4, which can't be taken because black's pawn is yet again pinned to his queen. Knight e7, sacrificing a knight to remove the pin. Queen takes e7. Bishop b5. Rook d2, defending mate. Queen a2. Queen f7. Queen a1. Rook d1. Queen takes b2. Queen h5 check. King g8. Queen h7 check. King to f8, and from this point on it was a brutal hunt, so black resigns. This was a 2700 elo game, yet the London system proved to be a useful tool for white. Now that you have seen an example game and know how to play the London, go out there and gain some elo. If you do, please consider subscribing to my channel for similar chess content.